Governor, the New York Times says that Tim Scott's endorsing Donald Trump tonight. What would that mean to your campaign?
We'll wait and see if it happens.
Have you talked to him lately?
All right, guys, so we got to talk about another story involving an alleged 304/garden tool in politics, and this involves no other than Nikki Haley, who has been facing a whole lot of criticism from the left and the right in recent days, and it just continues to get worse and worse and worse for her, as there are new allegations that she cheated on her husband by having affairs with communications consultants and a married South Carolina lobbyist before she became governor. Now, this is according to sworn affidavits and witnesses' claims, and the mainstream liberal media is staying extremely far away from this story, okay? Because this story about Nikki Haley allegedly having her curry pot stirred behind her husband's back is the type of story that can ruin a political career. But hey, this is politics. Stories like this get leaked and come out. When you have people running for office, right? When you got skeletons in your closet like this, yeah, they definitely will come out, okay? And apparently, again, Nikki Haley, she is not as faithful to her husband, who's in the military. And again, that's a big, big, big deal, okay? So again, all this is alleged. Nikki Haley is currently panicking, and we're going to talk about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Presidential candidate Nikki Haley falsely denied cheating on her husband when she was accused of engaging in two extramarital affairs during her gubernatorial campaign. Multiple sources who worked for her claim. So again, you have the Daily Mail here, who is going to come under fire for reporting this story, but they're basically claiming that Nikki Haley falsely denied it. Okay, so they're absolutely sure that this is true. Okay, this is, again, according to the Daily Mail. New witnesses have come forward telling DailyMail.com that Haley's denials of two alleged 2008 affairs are false, and that the supposed tryst were brazen and widely known among South Carolina politicos. Again, not surprised, because again, this is what they're into, okay? And with Nikki Haley, being Indian, hey, I'm not surprised if a few guys want to try some of that tandoori, right? If they want to, sample some of that tikka masala, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if any of you guys have tried chickpea curry, but I think it's pretty good, right? I just hope that Nikki Haley doesn't have the fish curry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, who knows, right? May have to ask around to find out how that curry tastes. But anyways, Will Folks, 49, and Larry Merchant, 61, both signed affidavits in 2010 alleging they had a sexual relationship with the dead South Carolina lawmaker before she went on to become governor. While the contents of the affidavits were described by major news outlets at the time, this is the first time they have been published outside of Folks' own document, which he published on his blog. Haley, 51, denied both at the time, saying she was 100% faithful to the father of her two children and husband of 28 years, Michael Haley, who was deployed in Afghanistan with the National Guard in 2012. Oh, man, that's messed up. Right. That's extremely messed up. Okay. So again, she has, her husband going overseas, allegedly, right? She was getting her cheeks clapped and all types of stuff. Okay. Getting her curry stirred up. Okay. That's insane. Right. But again, this is par for the course when it comes to politicians. I'm not surprised. I have no idea, again, if this is true. Again, this is all alleged, right? But again, this is what they're saying. But multiple GOP insiders told DailyMail.com that they were intimately aware of Haley's infidelity as a South Carolina lawmaker, including tales of steamy liaisons in the back of her Cadillac SUV, canoodling in her lover's lap at bars, and nights spent together in a Columbia, South Carolina duplex. Yeah, so again, clearly she's not very careful in regards to how she was going about thotting, right? Spreading them cheeks, okay, getting them cheeks clapped. She was doing this basically out in public for everybody to see, right? Everybody could see that, oh, well, this woman is cheating on her husband who's in the military. Again, this is insane, absolutely insane. Haley has not responded to Daily Mail's request for comment as of the time of publication. The news comes as Haley's campaign gears up for the January 23rd New Hampshire primary, a fight to regain second place in the race for Republican presidential nominee after Ron DeSantis secured a 2-point margin over her with 21% of the vote in the Iowa caucuses on Monday. Sources spoke to dailymail.com about Haley's alleged affairs after noticing her rosy references to her relationship with her husband, a major in the National Guard who is currently deployed in Africa, on her presidential campaign trail. Quote, "I'm doing this for my husband and his military brothers and sisters. They need to know their sacrifice matters," she said in a speech reported by CBS News in December. Well, apparently not enough for you to keep your legs closed, right? For you to stay monogamous and exclusive to him. Apparently you don't appreciate his service that much, allegedly, right? Allegedly, okay? Her most recent campaign ad opens with photographs of Michael's 2013 homecoming from his first deployment to Afghanistan. Back in 2007, folks was shaping Haley's political message as her communications consultant while she served as a member of the South Carolina House of Representatives. Okay, so yeah, she really has gone full Kamala Harris. Okay, so she's trying to climb her way up the political ladder, okay, and she's sleeping around with everybody, right? I wonder how many other people, did she let try to curry, right? How many other people did she let try sample it, okay, to move up the political game? I'm just saying, this is what they do. Okay, show me a woman that's gotten to the top without having to ride the D to get there, right? I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it all the way 100 with you, okay? How many women have gotten to the top without having to take vitamin D? I think that's a legitimate question. You women are taking L's. You strong women are taking L's because it seems like you can't succeed without, again, riding D to the top, right? So you got Nikki Haley, Kamala, Fannie Pack Willis. I mean, wow. Wow. Women, what's going on? Y'all taking some major L's in 2024 already. In a 2010 affidavit obtained by dailymail.com, folks stated that he and Haley engaged in an inappropriate physical relationship that included numerous instances of inappropriate sexual contact. Wow, I feel bad for this man, right? Allegedly. Okay, I'm just saying. He said he first kissed Haley in a car in early 2007 and that he had regular trysts with her at his apartment in downtown Columbia. He got married in June 2008. Quote, "Representative Haley and I shared our first kiss while sitting in her parked car outside of McDougal's restaurant and bar in downtown Columbia, South Carolina," folks wrote in the October 2010 affidavit. Quote, "This kiss took place in early 2007 following an evening with friends at the nearby Liberty Tap Room. After this first kiss, Rep. Haley drove us to the parking lot behind the neighborhood center at Emily Douglas Park, where we parked for approximately 45 minutes. Then we slid back the seats of her Cadillac SUV so that Rep. Haley could climb on top of me." Whoa. Again, this is the only way that women seem to be able to get to the top, right? They got to get on top of the D first, right? Wow. Folks said that the alleged affair continued through spring 2007 with the tryst at his Columbia apartment, and that a few other romantic encounters occurred in her SUV, including one in the parking lot of the SC Policy Council and in her state house office. Okay, yeah, so apparently she was getting her curry stirred up in her own office, right? And this is insane. These allegations are insane. Nikki Haley was getting her cheeks clapped all over South Carolina, right? Wow, incredible stuff. He wrote that he broke it off in June 2007 when he started dating the woman he went on to marry the following year, Katrina Steinburn. Larry Merchant Jr., 61, a Columbia lobbyist, also wrote a sworn statement that year that he had dinner, drinks, and sex with Haley in her hotel room at a Salt Lake City conference in June 2008. Wow. At the time, Haley's two children, Raina and Nayland, were around 10 and 7. Quote, Nikki Haley and I were in Salt Lake City attending a conference together on June 14th to 15th, 2008. Merchant wrote in his affidavit, we were both staying at the Salt Lake Marriott downtown. Wow. Nikki Haley, shame on you. Shame on you, Nikki. Okay? You running around here getting your curry pot stirred up by a whole lot of men. A lot of men. Okay, this is crazy. This is classic 304 behavior. Quote, after a night together of dinner and drinks with other participants of the conference, Rep. Haley and I returned to the hotel together. We went back to her room where we had sexual intercourse, and I spent the remainder of the evening. I left her room at approximately 6 a.m. Quote, I came forward publicly on this matter only after being contacted by the press and after hearing Rep. Haley claim that she had been 100% faithful to her husband in response to the folk allegations when I knew her statements were absolutely false. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that, okay? We know the gist of these allegations against Nikki Haley, okay? Just more 304 behavior. And apparently Nikki Haley's panicking over this. She's panicking so bad that she banned the Daily Mail from all her future campaign events after they published this report, right, of these resurfaced allegations. So the Daily Mail has been told that they're banned from covering her campaign events, okay? So they can't ask her questions about her allegedly getting her cheeks clapped by, other men, okay? And, I think these are legitimate questions, right? If you're out here claiming you're 100% faithful to your husband, hey, if people are saying otherwise, then I guess it's fair game to ask about it, right? But with that being said, this is not the only bad news for Nikki Haley, as Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina has also come out and endorsed President Trump, which I guess you can count as a blow to Nikki Haley. Because, again, Nikki Haley is from South Carolina. You have another senator from South Carolina refusing to endorse Nikki Haley, even though Nikki Haley is from South Carolina.
We need a president who will close our southern border today. We need Donald Trump. We need a president. We need a president who will unite our country. We need Donald Trump. We need a president who will protect your Social Security and my mama's Social Security. We need Donald Trump. We need a president today who will stop the crime and recklessness in the streets. We need a president who will restore law and order. We need Donald Trump. Oh, we need a president who will lower our taxes and not raise our taxes. We need a president like Donald Trump. We need a president who understands the American people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. We need a president our foreign adversaries are afraid of and our allies respect. We need a president who doesn't see black or white. We see a president who sees Americans as one American family. We need. And that's why I came to the very warm state of New Hampshire to endorse the next president of these United States, President Donald Trump.
Wow, Tim Scott is awkward as hell, right? I got to keep it all the way 100 with you, okay? I mean, that speech was one of the most awkward endorsement speeches I've ever seen in my life, but hey, it is what it is. Shout out to Tim Scott, right? He tried to run for president He lost, and then he's come out and he's done the right thing. He's not endorsing Haley. Maybe Tim Scott, he might have tried the curry too. I have no clue. Right? Allegedly, I have no clue. Okay, maybe he didn't like the curry and he said, you know what, I'm gonna go with Trump. Right? I have no clue what's going on. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the allegations are true. This is what politicians are into, right? Madison Cawthorn came out and exposed these politicians and what they do behind closed doors, and he lost his job for it, right? The GOP essentially funded to primary this guy to get him, you know, out of office because of him exposing these type of activities that these politicians do, right, behind closed doors. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. I have no idea. And maybe, just maybe, okay, it might be something that she has already reconciled with her husband, right? Maybe they've already, you know, kind of agreed that, hey, you know, it's okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's their relationship. I ain't really got nothing to do with it. I'm just saying I find it to be fascinating. I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. This is what a lot of these politicians are into. These people are not who you think they are. But, you know, it's par for the course, right? It's 100% par for the course. So with that being said, it really ain't none of my business. I just think that it's interesting how the walls are closing in on Nikki Haley. But who knows? Maybe she should have kept them walls closed and these walls wouldn't be closing in had she kept, again, some other walls closed, right? I mean, that's kind of the reason why these allegations are happening. And it seems like she's getting a lot of backlash from both sides, right? Everybody's coming out to Nikki Haley. And it's just interesting to watch her campaign fall apart before our eyes, right? It's just very fascinating stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.